Hi, Mr. Moore. How are you doing? All right. So, Mr. Moore, in court, you're not.
Already starting with courtroom drama. Quick legal insight here. Dress codes in court are strict because they're about showing respect for the process. What do you think? Should judges be this strict on clothing, or is it a fair rule?
Allowed to wear shorts. Those are not my rules. No, no, no.
I'm sorry.
No, no, no. Here's the thing. I always say that if you don't know beforehand, then you don't know. So I would always tell my clients, you don't need to get a three-piece suit. If you have some jeans, not the ones that the fashionable ones that they rip, that will be fine. Mr. DeLeon, what is your client's name, please?
Over there.
Mr. Vargas, Ricardo.
Ricardo Vargas? You need to make sure you're on time for court. No, no, no. I mean, I know it happens, but times are times, right? And this is not the first time. I always give people a little leeway when it's their first time coming to court because sometimes you get lost and you don't estimate time correctly. All right, the court is calling. Oh, where's Cindy?
Oh, she stepped out. Let me go. First, are y'all changing the chairs out?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I mean,
You can just grab them from there.
you just put them in there.
Just put them in there.
But they're not secured.
I don't know. I'm sorry, Joe.
Yeah, we're on the record. All right, court is calling 2025 CR 002405 State versus Ricardo Vargas. Can I have parties announced?
Jason Garrett here for the state.
Michael DeLeon for Mr. Vargas.
And are you Mr. Vargas? All right, do you have any objection to your counsel appearing by Zoom? All right, counsel, did you receive all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
I did, Your Honor. Yes.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Vargas, did you review the application for deferred adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, it appears that you're proceeding on count 2 only. Is that correct?
That's-
Any objection to the waiver of count 1?
No objection, Your Honor.
Mr. Vargas, did you review the court admonishments and admissions with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? Did you understand the state is proceeding on count 2? That's possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 to 200 grams. That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses. The state would call in the right to remain silent. Did you understand by entering this plea you were giving up those rights? Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Did you understand that the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication? If for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do, yes.
Mr. Vargas, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea? Anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented? Are you a U.S. citizen? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it? According to the plea, the state is proceeding on count 2. There's a $2,000 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication. Did you understand that to be the plea? Defense?
That is correct, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places? Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand? Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No motions, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 6 years. There be 200 hours of community service restitution, a TAP evaluation, the MRT course. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? Then to count two, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State any evidence.
Yes, Your Honor. Exhibit number 1 with all the attachments.
We reviewed that, Your Honor. We have no objection.
All right, state you may be excused.
Judge.
Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney?
Big moment here, Vargas enters his plea. Remember, a guilty plea in a felony case can change everything. The judge still has power over sentencing, so the stakes are sky high.
To cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent. Did you understand that today the state would be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence state's exhibits 1 and attachments. The court has reviewed the same. The court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We are, Your Honor, going to waive PSI. We would only ask the court, Mr. Vargas is court appointed. I don't know if the court would be willing to probate any of that fine.
All right. So, Mr. Vargas, how old are you? Are you employed? What do you do?
Sales and all our businesses to make a donation for a student literacy program.
Do you have any children?
I do.
What are their ages? All right. Do you have contact with them?
This training hours.
All right. So how often have you been using?
I was using pretty often whenever, because my mom passed away, so like it was like kind of like that's how it happened. But I actually stopped on the 1st of January.
So if you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
Yeah, no, I won't be very. I have I've been going to classes and stuff.
Okay. How often have you been going to classes?
Not very often, but I mean I've started and
See,
but I mean like I have everyone that I work with is actually in like they're in I guess not using stuff, they're going to classes, they're living in sober living houses and I mean I just really don't have any walk to use because I mean it's like really the life I'm trying to live and it was just like a mistake, misjudgment on my end.
All right, not mistake. We're making choices here, right? Because I read the police report. In the police report, they saw your cell phone, and in your cell phone, you were asking somebody if they wanted to come smoke. So these were choices that you were making. So you need to figure out the reason you're making the choices that you're making and do a course correction, because otherwise you're looking at potentially 20 years in the prison. Now, if you have a drug or alcohol problem, I will give you programs that will perhaps help you with this. All right, you understand?
I did have a problem, but like I mean, this was like a year and a half ago, and so like I mean, I just thought that I definitely like had time to realize like get myself out of it. Luckily,
All right, I'm gonna have you drug tested today. Ms. Abrams, can you call and see if they can have him drug tested today? All right, there's a $2,000 fine. It's going to be probated, 6 years deferred adjudication, proof of employment within 30 days, no employment as a home health care provider with minors, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs. There's going to be a TAP evaluation out of custody if you're negative. If you're positive, then you're going to come back to this court and you're going to do the TAP evaluation in custody. Do you understand?
what is that? That's why I think
Oh, that means that what's going to end up happening is you're going to leave from this courtroom. You're going to do a UA. There are people who will test you today. And if you are positive, you're going to come back here. You're going to go in custody and they're going to do the TAP evaluation in custody. Well, I mean, what is your results going to be? All right, so why didn't you just say that in the beginning?
I'm in trouble.
Well, no, I mean, here's the thing. I ask these questions, and the reason why I ask these questions normally is to see where you are in the phase of your sobriety. And so you're not sober at all. The AA meetings, the NA meetings that you're doing, you're not actively participating in them, because if you were, if you felt like you were going to use, that's when you use your tools, you pick up the phone and you call your sponsor or you go to an AA meeting, right? So what will you be positive for? And what else?
Uh,
All right. So how often are you using?
Um, like every few days, so often.
All right. And here's the thing. We're all on our journey to try to become better people and live clean, sober lives.
And that right there is the judge pulling no punches. Deferred adjudication means freedom for now, but one slip could mean decades in prison. Do you think this tough love approach actually works?
So where you are today, and I would tell my clients this all the time, where you are today, hopefully that's not where we're going to see you 10 years from now. You're still in the same place. All right. So I'm going to set your conditions. The conditions I'm setting for you are so that hopefully can maintain your sobriety. Because if you're using drugs, only one or two things going to end up happening. Either you're going to be in and out of somebody's jail, in and out of prison, or somebody's going to have to come and identify your body. And I don't think you want your 19-year-old for them to call him up and say, we need a body identified. You understand? All right. So there's going to be a $2,000 fine, probated, 6 years deferred adjudication, proof of employment within 30 days of release, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, 90 sober meetings in 90 days. This is what I want done in custody. A TAP evaluation, a referral to felony drug court, and then there's going to be field visits one time per month until further notice, 200 hours of community service restitution, 100 hours will be deducted upon completion of the MRT course. Probation, is there anything else? Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful? All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? All right. Because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? All right. We can go off the record. Here's the thing. You need to be 100% honest with felony drug court. It's a difficult program, but it's a good program. You need to be 100% truthful with the TAP evaluation, because I'm trying to give you the tools you need so that you will not potentially end up going to prison for 20 years. You understand? And, other courts, I don't know what they're doing, but it is best for you to be honest with me if you have a drug or alcohol problem, because I can tell you in this court, probation wants you to get help. The state wants you to get help, and your attorney wants you to get help. This is no one trying to trick you. You understand? All right. And make sure you're on time.
Yeah. So like the evaluation is going to be done in custody.
Yes.
So that means like I'm going to be in jail.
In custody, yes. And I can tell you the felony drug court evaluation, because it's Thursday, they'll probably have it completed by next week. Probably Wednesday. They'll know if they're going to accept you or not. But I can tell you this, if you're dishonest about your drug problem, they're not going to accept you.
Will I be able to go home today?
No,
No?
really.
No.
I mean, this is what I want you to internalize and understand. You came before me and you looked me straight in my eye and you told me, I've been doing well. I haven't used since January. I could look at you, and based upon what I see, I knew you were going to be positive. I was just waiting for you to tell me. And then when I said, oh, we're going to do a UA today, I'm going to send you today to do it, you were still like going on as though the UA today wasn't going to happen. And then when probation was on the phone, because you knew it was going to happen, then finally you come clean.
Trying to go back to work. I just have like
Nobody wants a salesperson who's using meth every other day.
I mean, I'm trying to be better. Like, I just feel like going back to jail is not doing.
Is continuing to use every other day going to do you any good? No.
I mean, if I just see operation when I do the drug test,
Let me ask you this. Did you know you had court today?
I did.
All right, meth doesn't stay in your system that long. To me, what you should have been doing is saying, you know what? I know I have court today. I'm going to be on time for court. And the week before, I'm not going to do any drugs because I want to have a negative UA. You couldn't do that. You're in the throes of your addiction. And sometimes when people are in the throes of their addiction, they can't even tell the truth to themselves. And right now, I'm going to have to help you and stop the madness that's going on in your life. Otherwise, who knows? You may end up with a bad batch of meth because let me just tell you, it's not FDA approved. Nobody's in their garage making meth and saying, let's make sure we don't get any rodent droppings in this. They don't care. They just want a customer. You're going to pay for it. And if you end up dying, they're not going to be saying, oh, let's hold a visual for you because you died. They're going to be like, okay, next one.
Your Honor, my dad's 82, my truck is parked in the garage.
So let me ask you this. Why didn't you think about your father being 82 when you were getting ready to use?
I didn't think that I was going to be drug tested today, and I felt like I would be able to like be clean by the time. But I know I'll be clean. I mean, can we just like give me 4 days to go see the?
No.
Okay, come on.
All right. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Mr.